We will continue chapter 5, continuity and differentiability. Now we are going to learn derivatives of inverse trigonometry functions. Derivatives of inverse trigonometry functions. First we will learn some formula. Then by using that formula we will do exercise 5.3. So we can learn the formula. Derivatives of inverse trigonometry functions. So d by dx of sin inverse x, d by dx of sin inverse x is equal to 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. Then d by dx of cos inverse x, d by dx of sin inverse x is this one, d by dx of cos inverse x is minus 1 upon under root 1 minus x square, negative of derivative of sin inverse x. Then d by dx of tan inverse x is equal to 1 upon 1 plus x square. Then d by dx of cot inverse x, that is negative of this one, that is minus 1 upon 1 plus x square. D by dx of cot inverse x is negative of d by dx of tan inverse x. Then d by dx of sec inverse x is equal to 1 upon x into under root x square minus 1. Then d by dx of cosec inverse x is equal to negative of this one, that is minus 1 upon x into under root x square minus 1. So these are the formula of derivatives of inverse trigonometric functions. So we need to by heart this formula. D by dx of sin inverse x is equal to 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. D by dx of cos inverse x, that is negative of derivative of sin inverse x. Then d by dx of tan inverse x, that is 1 upon 1 plus x square. D by dx of cot inverse x, that is negative of this one. Then d by dx of sec inverse x, 1 upon x into under root x square minus 1. Then d by dx of cosec inverse x, that is negative of this one. So we need to by heart this formula. Then now we are going to do exercise 5.3. We can use this formula there. Exercise 5.3. Here we have 15 questions. We will do question number 1 we can do. Find dy by dx in the following. We need to find dy by dx. Question number 1. Our question is find dy by dx. First one. 2x plus 3y is equal to sin x. 2x plus 3y is equal to sin x. We need to find the dy by dx from here. 2x plus 3y is equal to sin x. So here we need to find a dy by dx from this equation. So we can either differentiate with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x. So we can differentiate each and every times. So when we find the derivative of 2x, so 2 into derivative of x with respect to x, that is 1. So derivative of 2x is 2 plus 3 into derivative of y with respect to x, that is dy by dx. 3 into dy by dx equal to derivative of sin x cos x. So we have done the differentiation. From here we can find dy by dx. Therefore 3 into dy by dx is equal to, we can take 2 from left to right, cos x minus 2. Therefore dy by dx is equal to cos x minus 2 divided by 3. So that is dy by dx. We will not do all the questions. We will do different questions from here. Question number 4 we can do. Fourth question, find dy by dx, that is a question. Find dy by dx. Fourth one. xy plus y square equal to xy plus y square equal to xy plus y square equal to tan x plus y. Tan x plus y. So we need to find the dy by dx from here. dy by dx from here. Then differentiate with respect to x. So we can find a derivative, and here we need to apply product rule. So this is product of two functions, x into y. So we will apply product rule here. First function into derivative of second plus second function into derivative of first. So x into derivative of y dy by dx plus y into derivative of x, that is 1. Product rule. First function into derivative of second plus second function into derivative of first plus y square, derivative of y square, derivative of d by dx of x raised to n x raised to n minus 1, d by dx of x raised to n is equal to n x raised to n minus 1. So we can use that property. So 2 into y raised to 2 minus 1, that is 1, that is 2y, into derivative of y with respect to x, that is dy by dx, equal to then derivative of tan x, d by dx of tan x, that is sec square x, plus derivative of y with respect to x, that is dy by dx. Now we can write the terms containing dy by dx in one side. So that is x into dy by dx plus 2y into dy by dx, then minus dy by dx. We can take dy by dx from right to left, so minus dy by dx equal to right side we have sec square x, then this y we can take from left to right, minus y. Now we will take dy by dx common, then x plus 2y minus 1 equal to sec square x minus y. Therefore dy by dx is equal to sec square x minus y divided by this expression x plus 2y minus 1. So we got the result dy by dx is equal to sec square x minus y upon x plus 2y minus 1. So we got the answer dy by dx. Now we will do question number 7. Rest of the questions we can do. Question number 5, 6, that's two sums are very simple. 7th question we will do. Question number 7. Sin square y plus cos xy is equal to pi. So we need to find the dy by dx. So differentiate with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x. Derivative of sin square y. We can use x raised to n formula. D by dx of x raised to n equal to n x raised to n minus 1. So derivative of sin square x. So 2 sin y into derivative of sin y cos y into derivative of y dy by dx. So here we applied chain rule. Derivative of sin square y, derivative of x square, that is 2x. Similarly 2 sin y. Then derivative of sin y, that is cos y. Then derivative of y, that is dy by dx plus. Then here also we have we need to apply chain rule. First we can find here trigonometry function, cosine function, then x into y. So here we will apply product rule. So cosine function, derivative of cos minus sine, then write that expression xy. So derivative of cos, that is minus sine. So minus sine, then here that expression is xy into. Now we have to find the derivative of xy. Chain rule we are applying. So this is xy, so we need to apply product rule. So in bracket we can write first function into derivative of second, x into dy by dx, plus second function y into derivative of x with respect to x, that is 1, equal to derivative of pi. Pi is a constant, so its value is 0. So again, once again, 2 sin y, derivative of sin y cos y into derivative of y dy by dx plus derivative of cos minus sin xy into derivative of xy, that is x into dy by dx plus y into 1 equal to 0. Now the terms containing dy by dx this side and the rest of the terms right side. So we can take dy by dx common from the terms. So when we take dy by dx common, 2 sin y cos y, that is sin 2y, 2 sin y cos y, then minus, from here we can take x sin xy. When we take dy by dx outside, minus x sin xy equal to, we can take this term y sin xy we can take from left to right, so minus becomes plus y sin xy. Therefore, dy by dx equal to y sin xy divided by sin 2y, 2 sin a cos a, that is sin 2a, that is sin 2y minus x into sin xy. So that is dy by dx. So we got the answer here. Dy by dx is equal to y sin xy upon this expression. Now we will do question number 8. We can do 8th question. Here also we need to find a dy by dx. In every question we need to find a dy by dx. So here it is sin square x plus cos square y equal to 1. Sin square x plus cos square y equal to 1. Differentiate with respect to x. Derivative of sin square x, that is 2 sin x, into derivative of sin x, that is cos x. Derivative of sin square x is 2 sin x into derivative of sin x, that is cos x, plus same way derivative of cos square y, 2 cos y into derivative of cos y minus sin y into derivative of y, dy by dx. So here also same, 2 sin x into derivative of sin x cos x into derivative of x with respect to x, that is 1. That's why we are not writing here. And here same way, 2 cos y into derivative of cos y minus sin y into derivative of y with respect to x, dy by dx equal to 0. From here we can find dy by dx. Dy by dx is equal to, when we take from left to right, then we will get a 2 sin x cos x upon 2 sin y cos y. So 2 sin a cos a, that is sin 2a, sin 2x upon sin 2y, that is sin 2x upon sin 2y. That is the answer. Dy by dx. Now we will do question number 9. We will find dy by dx. Question number 9. Y is equal to sin inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square. Sin inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square. We need to find the dy by dx. Sin inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square. So in inverse trigonometry functions, we learned some formula. 2 tan inverse x is equal to sin inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square, cos inverse 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square, tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square. So here sin inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square can be replaced by 2 tan inverse x. So y is equal to 2 tan inverse x. Now we can find the derivative. So dy by dx is equal to 2 into derivative of tan inverse x, 1 upon 1 plus x square. So the answer is 2 divided by 1 plus x square. So that is dy by dx. Then question number 10. 10th question. We need to find the derivative of y is equal to tan inverse 3x minus x cube divided by 1 minus 3x square. 1 minus 3x square. 3x minus x cube divided by 1 minus 3 x square. So here intervals given, minus 1 by root 3, less than x less than 1 by root 3. So actually intervals are not important here in 12th standard. So now need to consider that interval. So we can substitute x is equal to tan theta, 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta divided by 1 minus 3 tan square theta, that is tan 3 theta. Tan 3 theta is equal to 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta divided by 1 minus 3 tan square theta. So we can take let x is equal to tan theta. Therefore theta is equal to tan inverse x. When x is equal to tan theta, then theta is equal to tan inverse x. Therefore y is equal to tan inverse. We can replace x by tan theta, 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta divided by 1 minus 3 tan square theta. That is equal to tan inverse 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta divided by 1 minus 3 tan square theta, that is tan 3 theta. Tan 3 theta, that is tan inverse tan 3 theta. Tan inverse tan 3 theta is equal to 3 theta. So that is equal to y is equal to 3 into, then theta can be replaced by tan inverse x. Now we can find dy by dx. Therefore dy by dx is equal to 3 into derivative of tan inverse x, 1 upon 1 plus x square. So the answer is 3 upon 1 plus x square. So we got the answer. And here tan inverse tan 3 theta is equal to 3 theta only when 3 theta lies between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 in principal value branch. So here interval already given. So when we actually no need to verify whether 3 theta lies between minus pi by 2 and pi by 2, but it will be in between when we theta lies between here it is 1 by root 3 and plus 1 by root 3, that means pi by 6. Pi by 6 minus pi by 6 less than theta less than pi by 6. So when we multiply by 3, so here it is minus 1 by root 3 less than x less than 1 by root 3. That means minus pi by 6 less than theta less than pi by 6. So when we 3 theta, so when we multiply by 3 theta, because the tan pi by 6 is 1 by root 3. Then when we multiply by 3 theta, 3 into pi by 6, then we will get a minus pi by 2 less than 3 theta less than pi by 2. So that is 3 theta lies between open interval. 3 theta lies between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So that's why it is given interval. But in every question that interval will satisfy. So no need to check whether 3 theta lies between the principal value branch or not. But in the question it will be given. So normally we don't show that 3 theta lies between that principal value branch. So here it is in between minus pi by 2 and pi by 2 open interval. So we got the answer. Now we will do question number 10 we have done. We will do 11th question. Y is equal to cos inverse 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square. Cos inverse 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square. So here also interval given 1 minus x square 1 plus x square. 0 less than x less than 1. 0 less than x less than 1. And here cos inverse 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square, that is 2 tan inverse x. So we can write y is equal to 2 tan inverse x. That is then dy by dx. Dy by dx is equal to 2 into derivative of tan inverse x, that is 1 upon 1 plus x square. So 2 upon 1 plus x square, that is the answer. Then question number 12. Y is equal to sin inverse 1 minus x square. Y is equal to sin inverse 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square. Sin inverse 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square. Interval 0 less than x less than 1. Here we can replace x by tan theta. Let x is equal to tan theta. Then y is equal to sin inverse 1 minus tan square theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. Then in 11th standard we learned identity. Cos 2 theta is 2 cos square theta minus 1, 1 minus 2 sin square theta, 1 minus tan square theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. So cos 2 theta is equal to 1 minus tan square theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. So we can replace this one by sin inverse cos 2 theta. Or we can write, we can divide it by cos 2 theta is 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. Or we can divide, we can write tan square by 1 minus sin square theta upon cos square theta divided by 1 plus sin square theta upon cos square theta. Then when we take LCM cos square theta minus sin square theta divided by cos square theta plus sin square theta, because denominator cancelled, here it is 1. So cos square theta minus sin square theta is cos 2 theta, same only. So directly we can write it, that is easy. So cos 2 theta, that is equal to sin inverse. So we need to convert this expression in terms of sin inverse, in terms of sin theta. Sin inverse sin theta, sin inverse sin theta is equal to theta when theta belongs to principal value branch, that is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So here we will not verify whether 2 theta lies between this one or not. So here we need to convert this in terms of sine. So cos 2 theta is sine 90 minus theta, 90 minus 2 theta, because sine 90 minus 2 theta is cos theta. Sine 90 minus theta is cos theta, therefore we can write sine 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta. So cos 2 theta we can write as sine 90 minus 2 theta. Now we can apply this one. Sine inverse sine theta is theta, so we will get a pi by 2 minus 2 theta, that is y. Y is equal to pi by 2 minus 2 theta. Now we can differentiate this one. Now we got in differential form. So dy by d theta. Sorry, we need to replace theta here. That is equal to y is equal to pi by 2 minus 2 into, here x is equal to tan theta, therefore theta is equal to tan inverse x. So we will write 2 into tan inverse x. Now it is in differentiable form, so we can find the derivative. Dy by dx is equal to derivative of pi by 2. Pi by 2 is a constant, its derivative 0. Then minus 2 divided by derivative of tan inverse x, 1 plus x square, 1 upon 1 plus x square, minus 2 into 1 upon 1 plus x square. So this is the answer, dy by dx. Now we have done 12th question, then 13, 14 and 15. Question number 13, y is equal to cos inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square. 13, y is equal to cos inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square. That is equal to, let then y is equal to cos inverse x is equal to tan theta, let x is equal to tan theta, then y is equal to cos inverse 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. Tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta, that is equal to cos inverse 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta, that is sin 2 theta. Sin 2 theta is 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. In 11th standard we studied this formula. Sin 2 theta is 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. Cos 2 theta is 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. Tan 2 theta is 2 tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta. In 11th standard we learned this formula. Sin 2 theta is 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. Similarly, cos 2 theta is 1 minus tan square theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta, and tan 2 theta is 2 tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta. So we can replace this part by sin 2 theta, cos inverse sin 2 theta, that is equal to cos inverse. Again, cos 2 theta we can write as, sin 2 theta we can write as cos pi by 2 minus 2 theta, because we need to convert this expression in terms of cos, because cos 90 minus theta is equal to sin theta. Cos pi by 2 minus theta is sin theta. Then now cos inverse cos theta. Cos inverse cos theta is equal to theta. Therefore we can write this as pi by 2 minus 2 theta. That is pi by 2 minus 2 into, if x is equal to tan theta, therefore theta is equal to tan inverse x. Therefore pi by 2 minus 2 into tan inverse x. That is y. Now we can differentiate with respect to x. So dy by dx equal to derivative of pi by 2, that is 0. Then minus 2 into derivative of tan inverse x, that is 1 upon 1 plus x square, that is minus 2 into 1 upon 1 plus x square, that is 1 plus x square. So we got the answer. Dy by dx is equal to minus 2 upon 1 plus x square. Now 11th question. Sorry, 14th question. Question number 14. Sin inverse y is equal to sin inverse 2x into under root 1 minus x square. And here interval minus 1 by root 2 less than x less than 1 by root 2. So here this substitution, let x is equal to sin theta. Then y is equal to sin inverse 2 into sin theta. We can replace x by sin theta, 2 sin theta into under root 1 minus sin square theta. That is sin inverse 2 sin theta and 1 minus sin square theta, cos square theta, under root cos square theta, that is cos theta. That is sin inverse 2 sin theta cos theta, that is sin 2 theta. That is the formula. Sin 2 theta is 2 sin theta cos theta. So sin inverse sin 2 theta, that is 2 theta. That is 2 into, if x is equal to sin theta, therefore theta is equal to sin inverse x. So 2 into sin inverse x, that is 2 into d by dx of that is y is equal to 2 sin inverse x. Now we can differentiate. dy by dx is equal to 2 into derivative of sin inverse x, that is 1 upon under root 1 minus x square, that is 2 into 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. So this is the answer. dy by dx is equal to 2 into under root 1 minus x square. And here interval is given. Actually we are not doing that interval. Anyway we will no need to verify. But in case if you are verifying, this is actually minus 1 by root 2 less than, when we replace x by sin theta, less than 1 by root 2. And here when we replace it by sin theta, because 1 by root 2, that is sin pi by 4. Sin pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. So this one can be written as minus sin pi by 4 actually. Minus sin pi by 4 less than sin theta less than sin pi by 4. Minus sin pi by 4 is sin minus pi by 4 less than sin theta less than sin pi by 4. So we can write a minus pi by 4 less than theta less than pi by 4. So when x lies between minus 1 by root 2 and plus 1 by root 2, theta lies between minus pi by 4 and plus pi by 4. And here it is 2 theta. So when we multiply by 2, then 2 into minus pi by 4 less than 2 theta less than 2 into pi by 4. So here minus pi by 2 less than 2 theta less than pi by 2. So this is principal value branch. So 2 theta lies between minus pi by 2 and pi by 2. That is the principal value branch of sin inverse. Therefore dy by dx, sin inverse sin 2 theta is 2 theta. So we will get. So it is satisfied. But if in this question, if you give the substitution cos theta, Suppose we are giving the substitution cos theta here. Let x is equal to cos theta, then theta is equal to cos inverse x, then y is equal to sin inverse 2 cos theta, then under root 1 minus cos square theta. Then we will get a sin inverse 2 cos theta and 1 minus cos square theta sin square theta under root sin square theta, that is sin theta. Then again we got same expression sin inverse 2 cos theta sin theta, 2 sin theta cos theta, that is sin inverse sin 2 theta we will get. Then sin inverse sin 2 theta 2 theta. Then 2 into, here when we replace theta we will get a 2 cos inverse x. And when we find dy by dx, you are getting 2 into derivative of cos inverse x. Derivative of cos inverse x is minus 1 upon under root 1 minus x square, and here you are getting minus 2 upon under root 1 minus x square. But here we got 2 upon under root 1 minus x square, here minus 2 upon under root 1 minus x square. Here we have taken the substitution sin theta. When we take x is equal to sin theta, we got this number, and we verified interval also. That interval we got a correct principal value branch. But when we take x is equal to cos theta, we are getting another answer. This answer is wrong. This is correct because here when we take this interval, in this interval the theta 2 theta will not be in principal value branch. So in this interval, so if you want to do this substitution, the interval should be 1 by root 2 less than x less than 1. In this question, if the interval here in this question, same question, if the interval is 1 by root 2 less than x less than 1, then the substitution will be cos theta. In inverse trigonometry function, one example is there. So when you go through that example, it will be clear. So if in this interval, the substitution will be x is equal to sin theta, because we already verified a principal value branch we are getting. But if the interval is 1 by root 2 less than x less than 1, then if you take substitution sin theta, then it will be wrong. In that case, the substitution should be cos theta. If the interval is 1 by root 2 less than x less than 1, answer will be minus 2 upon 1 minus x square. But here, this is the interval, so this is the answer. So if you, in this question, if you do the substitution here with this interval, you will get this answer, and that answer is wrong because it will not be, we will not get a principal value branch. So the principal value branch here 0 to pi cos theta, 0 to pi, so we will not get that branch. That's why. Then question number 15. Question number 15. Y is equal to sec inverse 1 upon y is equal to sec inverse 1 upon 2x square minus 1. Interval given. So here let x is equal to we will take a 2 cos square theta minus 1, that is cos 2 theta. So that is the substitution. Let x is equal to cos theta, then theta is equal to cos inverse x, then y is equal to sec inverse 1 upon 2 cos square theta minus 1, that is sec inverse 1 upon 2 cos square theta minus 1, that is cos 2 theta, cos 2 theta, cos 2 theta is 2 cos square theta minus 1. That is sec inverse 1 by cos 2 theta, that is sec 2 theta. Sec inverse sec 2 theta is 2 theta, that is 2 into cos inverse x. Y is equal to 2 into cos inverse x. Now we can find a dy by dx. Dy by dx is equal to 2 into derivative of cos inverse x, that is minus 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. So we got the answer minus 2 upon under root 1 minus x square.